and welcome, fellow entrepreneurs and professionals. My name is Emily Dennis, and I'm going to start this off by thanking you for taking the time to listen to my colleagues and I's business plan. We have built an idea and company that we are passionate about and dedicated to, and hope by the end of this, you will feel the same way. Across the country, school funding has been lacking and continuously decreasing. Public schools in the U.S. lack adequate funding for school supplies that help students learn, grow, and foster their success. And at the same time, we have dedicated teachers spending their own income to fill that gap. Money in education matters. Research has stated that school resources are associated with higher student achievement. Studies have shown that when schools with a large number of low-income students get adequate and equitable resources, this improves test scores and graduation rates. With that being said, we can evidently see the impact and importance of having adequate funding for education. Yet how can we help? This is where Hall Pass steps in. Hall Pass is a fun-loving, socially conscious wine company based in Vancouver, Washington that donates 15% of wine sales to education. Hall Pass offers affordable, quality wine that consumers feel good about purchasing because they know that with each bottle they buy, a donation will be made to benefit education and invest in generations to come. Teachers across the country will have the opportunity to submit projects for their classrooms. These projects could be the need for funding for books, classroom supplies, or even educational field trips. Our team will pick projects to highlight on our product and website so our customers can actually see and connect with the projects, see where their donation is going, and in the end, see the impact that it has made. In partnership with our customers, employees, and the community, we aim to become a nationally recognized brand, capitalizing on the sustained love for a great glass of wine and building a better future for generations to come. Our goal is moderate growth and annual profitability while keeping our fun, charitable side. Pass estimates an education donation of $50,000 in the first 2 years, and net profits of over $650,000 by year 4. Hall Pass is passionate about education and sustainable operations, and aligns our social responsibility to the United Nations Sustainability Goals. Specifically, we focus on Goal 4, quality education. Obtaining a quality education is foundation to improving people's lives and sustainable development. Our customers will see the value as they will say, I know I'm helping out teachers and students when I drink Hall Pass. Educational nonprofits will see value as they will say, I can help more teachers and students using the donations made by Hall Pass. Distributors and retailers will see value as they will see that when they sell more Hall Pass wine, they increase educational funding just by doing their job. Pass's target market is comprised of socially conscious wine consumers, including K-12 teachers and parents who share a desire to improve learning outcomes for kids and are willing to pay a small premium for wine that donates to education. Hall Pass's target market caters to a large market of individuals. There are 64,000 K-12 public teachers in Washington State and 3.2 million in the United States. Concerning parents of K-12 students, there are currently 1.1 million students enrolled in K-12 public education in Washington State and 50.7 million in the United States. When taking a look at the wine side of things, there are 84 million wine drinkers in the United States, and the United States alone contributes up to 15% of the wine consumption in the entire world. While our target market is large, Hall Pass is confident in our ability to capture our audience and it admires the room for growth. Although it may be challenging to pull customers who do not have a direct link to teachers or a career in the education field, focusing our social enterprise on education will serve our mission well, because it will differentiate us among competitors. While some wine companies partially donate to education, Hall Pass solely gives to education and supports the needs of teachers. Concerning our market, Hall Pass is considered to be a player in the wine industry. In 2018, U.S. wine revenues were $36.7 billion, and annualized growth projected to be 1.8% annually from 2018 to 2023. In the market today, online sales account for 10% of total wine sales, but by 2025, online sales are predicted to increase to 25%, which will play a large role in how Hall Pass competes in the dense wine industry. While our market may be dense with competitors, 66% of global consumers has said they're willing to pay more for products from socially conscious brands. This number is even higher with millennials, sitting at 73%. In 2019, 91% of consumers surveyed wanted to see companies do more than just make a profit, and 88% of consumers actually prefer to purchase products from companies with a socially responsible agenda. Only a handful of wine companies donate to social causes. However, none of them have focused exclusively on educational funding. Hall Pass will disrupt the wine industry by introducing a product which is differentiated by adding a socially conscious and educational value for consumers. Although competition is high due to many similar product offerings within a mature industry, excise taxes are decreasing and barriers to entry are low for Hall Pass, as the company will be purchasing pre-bottled wine called shiners rather than producing our own wine. Avoiding high entry costs will make it easy for Hall Pass to join the market and introduce a fresh concept in the industry. We believe we can minimize the high bargaining power of suppliers and buyers by offering a product that promotes social responsibility and has a charitable aspect that impacts many. Competitors who offer wine at a same or comparable price point will also add to our direct competitors. The market research found that 44% would be willing to purchase our wine since it donates back to education. Currently, most wine producers do not have a strong online presence and are not utilizing websites or social media to engage customers or track consumer preferences. We see this as an opportunity to drive online sales and make a name for ourselves in the direct-to-consumer wine sales market. Hall Pass will outperform competitors by giving consumers the opportunity of contributing to educational funding as part of their every meal, gift choice, or personal indulgence. Customers will be able to feel good in more than one way when buying Hall Pass wine or wine gift boxes. Hall Pass's objective is to be a major competitor in the online wine sales industry for wines with a charitable aspect. To achieve that goal, we have developed a strategic position that emphasizes an importance on quality and taste of wine, outstanding customer service, a compelling story aligned with our charitable aspect, and a fun, lighthearted, and giving brand image, as well as through the development of an easy-to-use, up-to-date online platform for order processing and communication. In terms of marketing, Hall Pass will primarily utilize online marketing channels and tactics to grow awareness, brand affinity, and inspire purchases through our website or inspire the request for local retailers to sell Hall Pass. Online marketing tactics include SEO, social media, and email marketing. Additional marketing will take place through educational partnerships, public relations, and print advertising. Our marketing budget for the first year is 5% of our projected revenue. Through social media marketing, Hall Pass will be able to communicate directly with consumers, allowing opportunity for the company to express the brand's viewpoint on educational issues, build long-term relationships, and offer real-time deals to incentivize purchases. We will utilize paid and organic ads. We will build a strategic alliance with our nonprofit partners by participating in their events, developing combined marketing efforts on both organizations' social media channels, and engaging with their stakeholders, which will have mutually beneficial outcomes. Hall Pass will also make donations to local educational organizations like community PTAs, which will help the recipient groups raise funds and help Hall Pass increase awareness and brand loyalty amongst our target markets. Hall Pass will also partner to support school events such as plays, concerts, and holiday celebrations. We will advertise on various national educational websites and educational charities to make Hall Pass easier to find. This type of advertisement will be more agreeable for these charities and other domains because they will know that the revenue Hall Pass generates can help their causes as well. Hall Pass will also run simple email marketing campaigns to keep existing customers engaged and generate new buyers. The emails will primarily consist of a newsletter, periodic exclusive offers for existing customers, and calls to action on key educational issues. Hall Pass will buy pre-bottled, unlabeled wines known as shiners through a bulk wine retailer. The shiners will be shipped directly to the office where the Hall Pass label will be affixed to the bottles. Wine can be sampled before purchase from these marketplaces, so Hall Pass can verify the quality of the wine before the purchase is made. By outsourcing our wine product and keeping overhead costs low, we are able to build in a donation to charities that support education, and we can focus on developing our brand through our sales and marketing efforts. Hall Pass will use a just-in-time inventory approach and aim to always have just enough wine on hand to support near-term sales forecasts, with a small cushion for additional demand. Hall Pass will begin operations with a single red wine and a single white wine option. Because Hall Pass is operating as a licensed winery and producer, it has two potential distribution channels. direct-to-consumer shipping, or wholesale through a licensed alcohol distributor. Hall Pass will use both channels to maximize total sales and overall profitability, with a focus on direct-to-consumer sales. In 2018, direct-to-consumer wine sales from wineries are up 9% over 2017 and up 600% compared with 2011. This trend is promising for Hall Pass, as we will focus on direct-to-consumer sales because it provides the largest profit margin. Hall Pass will also partner with licensed alcohol distributors in Oregon and Washington, who will resell Hall Pass wines to retailers and restaurants. Our operations team will be responsible for providing timely packaging and shipping so that the direct-to-consumer orders are quickly fulfilled. Insurance will be purchased for all direct-to-consumer shipping orders, and any damaged shipments will be replaced at no charge, with an additional credit given towards the next purchase. Within a startup, it is important to have strategic leaders who can help set the direction for the organization, marketing experts that help craft the brand image, sales professionals that drive top-line revenue, operations and finance experts who ensure the business is running efficiently, and HR leaders that ensure employees are engaged in the operations and connected to the organization's culture. Hall Pass's leadership team has been structured around these critical roles, with 5 divisions that are each led by the founding vice president and reporting to the president. Andrea, our president, has experience managing large teams at Microsoft, as well as experience starting her own tourism business in San Diego. Julie, our VP Human Resources, comes with 15 years of management experience with both business and people. Myself, the VP of Marketing and Social Media, has held titles such as Marketing and Event Coordinator, Digital Marketing Specialist, and Brand Ambassador. Additionally, I hold a degree in Wine Business Management. Jill, our VP of Sales and Distribution, has previous winery experience, as well as a resume with 14 years of sales experience as a global sales manager with Hyatt Hotels and Resorts. Our VP of Finance and Accounting, Samir, is responsible for all financial aspects in his current position, as well as reporting the position to stakeholders at the end of the year. And lastly, Dalton, our VP of Operations and Analytics, has gained a tenacity for process improvement based on statistical analysis through previous positions, and he has a family connection to the beverage industry. Hall Pass will also use outside legal counsel. We will work with a law firm that specializes in Washington state winery laws. As sales volumes increase, operations and customer service needs will increase as well. In the first year, we intend to hire an office manager to support the Hall Pass business needs. Hall Pass expects to grow overall sales rapidly in the first years of operation as brand awareness grows and we expand our presence nationally, and break-even is anticipated about 18 months after our launch of operations. Hall Pass expects to make $50,000 in charitable donations within the first 2 years of operations. Here in this diagram, you can see our projected milestones from 2019 to 2022, reiterating our plan to grow a national presence along with our planned marketing efforts. We plan to release our first red and white varietal starting in Q1 of 2020 and have 1,000 cases sold by the end of that year. Hall Pass would like to be in the position where we are not losing money any of the years that we conduct business. With this in mind, we would sell 634 cases in the first year, double production every year until year 4, and then proceed with a conservative 5% increase in sales after that. Our investors will recoup their investment by year 3, which provides a quick payback and also allows them to profit from their investment from year 3 until year 10. With a plan to increase headcount to handle the volumes, the growth in the number of bottles we sell should have a comparable increase. Through this proposal, we should be able to supply $799,833 to education through donations. In this graph for donations made to education, we can see our projected yearly donation amount as well as where our conservative 5% increase in sales begins after year 4. In this graph, we can see the value our investors will see in financial terms, although this shouldn't discredit the value investors will also feel from investing in a company with a socially moral agenda. We see that by the end of year 3, our investors will recoup their investment and continue to profit. Our revenue may seem advantageous, but we are confident in our ability. We will achieve this level of revenue through aggressive marketing and partnership tactics, the selling of our generous brand image and our potential impact on the community, nationwide online sales combined with our plan to grow retail from the Pacific Northwest to around the country in 2 to 4 years, and through the use of cost control measures. Our target market is large and willing to pay for wine with a charitable aspect. We have a place in the industry due to our diversified charitable aspect with nationwide distribution and online sales, and we have the intellectual property and customer service needed to grow those sales. Through the potential investment we are seeking, this will allow our team to truly focus on pushing sales to reach our goals. Hall Pass is asking for an initial investment of $103,000 to help support the first year of operation. This contribution will directly support the initial wine purchases, distribution costs, marketing spend, technology costs, and the purchase of the wine label maker. In exchange for this level of investment, Hall Pass is willing to offer an equity stake in the company worth 10%, seeing a return by year 3 through a return on investment of 52% and the discounted return on investment calculated with a 10% required rate of return is 9.7%. This investment will not only help the company grow to its potential, but help the brand build an appeal to a larger vineyard. With that being said, Hall Pass is excited about our future of the company, the mission we are serving, and our opportunity to enhance education around the country. We would love to discuss investment options and are open to any questions you may have. Thank you again for taking the time to learn more about Hall Pass. Cheers to enhancing education, and cheers to Hall Pass.